Well, from the beginning, I was thrown out of my home at the age of 17. And I didn't have anywhere to go. I had no family, and fell on hard times as a teen on the streets. And I didn't know how to deal with it, so I started using drugs, crime to survive. For close to 28 years, I was homeless on the streets for almost 3 decades. And I was bouncing around the country, lost. You know, people think that homeless people are bums and they don't work and they're just drug addicts, and that's not true at all. Sure, that you know, a lot of people use drugs to cope and survive, but that doesn't identify us. Just surviving on the streets is a job in itself. Are you supposed to take everything you own to work every day? Your boss isn't going to appreciate that. So you need a place. You need a stable place like this. Homeless shelters are terrible places, full of crime and drugs and disease. It's just a revolving door. It's not really a place to get your life together. And half the people in there they're not there to get their life together. You know, so you don't really have a base. And I would rather sleep on the streets than sleep in a shelter. And so, because of that, I wasn't able to really find regular work, and I had no friends or family. So, sleeping in the gutter pretty much. And I didn't know what else to do. It was really hard. And I gave up many times, but thankfully I didn't fully give up. And I was homeless on the streets of Seattle, and I found what was known at the time, about 3 years ago, I found the Millionaire Club, and I really identified with that name. And then I started working for them, and Uplift Northwest saved my life. They put me to work right away on the first day that I joined, and then about almost a year later, I started living here at the Casota building. I've been in this building for 2 years, and I've been sober for 9 years, and I can't say it enough. The Uplift Northwest saved my life. I don't know if I'd be alive today. Especially, I got off the streets in 2020, right as the pandemic was beginning, and it gave me a place to be. I didn't have any place to even put my belongings, and I went there. I went to Uplift Northwest, and there was a locker for me to keep my things in, If I had a job that day, they let me take a shower and do a load of laundry, and I felt like someplace that I belonged, and they just they gave me a purpose, and then they finally got me off the streets after 3 decades. And still part of me, even 2 or 3 years later, my mind is still on the streets. It's really hard to shake. Uplift Northwest saved my life. And it's a wonderful program, and I thank them so much. It's really hard to even shake all that after being lost for so long. But they showed me some compassion. I really appreciate that.